Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Solid Gold and welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. I've got my breakfast drink here and I'm getting ready to go feed some animals. I got a lot of mouths to feed, so let's get to it. You begging for breakfast, Roger? Come on. Good morning, Henry. I changed up his cage a little bit, guys. I'm constantly changing his setup and everything. He actually used to be roaming free in my office, but he got back behind the blockade that I set up for my computer cords and he chewed up a whole bunch of them, so I decided I had to rethink things. So that's when I moved him into this room, and at first I had it set up differently, but then I realized I could extend it. Since I'm not really using this room for anything else right now, I could extend it from one side of the room to the other, to the opposite side. So that's what I did, and he seems a lot happier with a little more space. And also, I don't have to lock him in that little cage overnight anymore, because the reason I had to do that before is he can't jump over this fence, but he can jump on top of this. So he was jumping on top of this and then jumping out of the whole entire cage. But now that that's in the corner, he can't jump on top of that and then jump out. So far so good. You want some breakfast, Henry? I picked up some supplies for the fish room and I got some supplies in the mail yesterday that I have to bring out with me. I've got some more fruit fly, what is this? Fruit fly media. This is the stuff you put on the bottom of the cup to culture the fruit flies, and some more Excelsior. This is the stuff that you put in the cup for the flies to crawl on. I picked up these measuring glasses at the grocery store last night when I was doing my grocery shopping. I really like to have one of these for each tank. They really come in handy when measuring out the dechlorinator. And then this is just one of my fish room towels that I washed and I have to bring back out there. Yes, I have dedicated towels for my fish room, which is really nice because I can keep them separate from all my house towels. Are you guys being lazy? Hey, Sammy. Are you being lazy too? Oh, chin scratches. We love chin scratches. Let's feed the tetras and plecos in the 90-gallon tank. Oops, I was a little heavy-handed with the flakes this time, but that's alright. The plecos will help eat the extras. Alright, now the only animals left to feed are my axolotls, which are in here in my office. So I'm gonna feed them their red wiggler worms, but before I do that, their tank is a little due for a water change. So I'll do their water change first. Look at Medusa's all eager to eat. I'll do their water change first, and then I'll show you guys. You'll get to see them eating, which is always a fun time. Look at, she's so eager This is the one that bit my finger that one time. You remember that? You guys may remember when I first got my axolotls, I did not have a chiller set up for their tank. Now I do. It's right down here. It's keeping their tank consistently at 66 degrees, which is really nice. It offers me peace of mind knowing that their temperature is correct, so their stress level is being kept nice and low where it should be. The only thing I don't like about the chiller is how loud it is. You guys can probably hear it already, but it's quite loud, which is why I'm a little bummed that I don't get to move the axolotl tank out to the fish room. Like I said in a previous video, I'm considering their tank to be contaminated with whatever it was that killed my goldfish, because the axolotls shared water change equipment with the goldfish tanks. I'm getting really bummed out about the noise. I always have to unplug it when I'm editing videos after a certain length of time because it just like grates on my nerves, you know, that constant fan noise. So I'm thinking about actually moving the axolotl tank over here into this spare bedroom where Henry is right now. There's plenty of room in here. They could go like in this corner or something. The only problem is the only faucet in my house that I have that I can hook up a Python water changer hose to is way over on that side of the house. So I think I do have a second bathroom right in there, just a little tiny half bath. So, but the faucet is not the kind that you can hook up the Python hose to. So I think I'm gonna have to change out the faucet in that sink, which shouldn't be too big of a problem. And then I can move the axolotls in here and go back to having some peace and quiet in my office for when I'm editing videos and stuff, which would be very nice. I could also look into getting a longer Python hose. Right now I have a 25-foot one, which wouldn't reach, but I do think a 50-foot one would reach with no problem. The only thing is, with it being so much farther away from the sink that it's hooked up to, the suction power might be a little bit reduced, which is why I'm considering changing out the faucet instead. Let's get started on the axolotl water change now. I'm only going to change half of the water. Normally I would do a little bit larger of a water change, but for this tank I'm only going to do half because it is kept at 66 degrees. It's even cold to the touch. The glass is on the outside. It's really cold. And the water coming out of my tap doesn't get anywhere close to as cold as 66 degrees. Being here in Florida, the water coming out of the tap, even the cold water, is not like really cold. So I'm just gonna change half of the water to avoid a massive temperature shock for them. What is the first and most important step of doing a water change? Putting your hair up. You don't want your hair dipping in no aquarium water. That's just gross. Another reason why I only like to change half of the water at a time for my axolotl tank is because that way I can leave the chiller running while I'm doing the water change. So when I'm pumping in the new water, I angle it towards the pump that feeds the water into the chiller. So you can see that the new water is basically going directly into the chiller pump there, getting chilled and cooled down, and that helps, again, that helps with mitigating the temperature difference that the axolotls are going to experience during the water change. I figured you guys might be wondering about these gloves that I've been wearing in the last 2 videos. These are full arm length gloves, and I got them on Amazon after I realized that both this tank and my 90-gallon tank in the living room have to be considered as contaminated. I wanted something extra in addition to hand washing to protect my fish room and the other fish, the new fish I'm going to get out there, from cross-contamination, because I have to put my hands in the tanks to do water changes and feed the animals and things like that. So just an added layer of protection. These gloves. If you guys are interested in getting some of these or checking them out, I'll put a link in the description section below to where I found these. Let's get some worms for the axolotls. In the past I have fed them earthworms. I have a video showing you guys me feeding them earthworms, and I still would. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you have to kind of cut them in half so that they're small enough, and I'd rather skip that extra step. So I got these red wiggler worms too. I can't always find them in the stores, that's the problem, so whatever I can find is what I have to feed them. I'm gonna give each of my axolotls 3 worms each. They're not that big, and I don't feed my axolotls every single day. I only feed them every 2 or 3 days, so they should each be able to eat 3 of these worms without any problem. But let's rinse them off first. I can't remember who it was that suggested this. I wish I could remember your name. I'm so sorry, but you know who you are. Once you guys learned that I named the black axolotl Medusa, there was one of you that suggested I name the other two the names of Medusa's sisters. So apparently the 3 Gorgon sisters were Medusa, and these other 2 names are really hard to pronounce, but I think it's Euryale and Stheno. So I'm gonna name the other 2, these 2 leucistic girls, I'm gonna name one Euryale and one Stheno. I still can't tell the 2 of them apart, so I don't know which one is which, but that's what their names are. And with that being done, pretty much all of my animal tasks are done for the day. I say pretty much because there's still a few loose ends that I have to wrap up. But I'm going to probably end this vlog about here so I have enough time to edit it and still get it up before it gets to be tomorrow. But calendars, I wanted to talk about the calendars a little bit because originally I was told that they would get here on Wednesday, then that was pushed back to Thursday and pushed back again to today. But I'm looking at the tracking right now and it says they are out for delivery, they're on the truck for delivery today. I'm really excited for them to arrive, but I'm also like slightly dreading it because I started selling them as pre-orders, so I didn't have them yet, so I'm sitting on a whole bunch of backlogged pre-orders that once the calendars get here I have to like really bust my butt to get those orders out because I want to get all of them out tomorrow if the calendars show up today. So wish me luck. You guys, they're here, the calendars are here. There's the UPS truck. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There it is. Solid Gold Aquatics 2018 Goldfish Calendar and other pets. This is my favorite calendar out of all of the calendars I've ever made. I've been doing these calendars for like 6 years now. And this one, yes. Do you guys like that I added this little bottom bar of extra pictures? And there's a little did you know informational blurb on each one that gives you some information about the animal that's on the calendar page for that month. Every year for the past, I don't even know how long, I've put Clyde on the August page because Clyde's my favorite fish of all time and my birthday is in August. It's a real finished product. It's always so surreal to like create something, design it, spend hours upon hours staring at it on a screen, and then finally have it like a physical version of it in your hand. Is just like amazing. It's so exciting. So anyways, as a special thank you to those of you who are watching my vlogs for Vlogmas this year, I'm going to do a special 25% off coupon code that you can find in the description section of the video. And it's only going to be good through the weekend, so you have to act fast on it, but I just want to do something extra special since the calendars just got here and I'm so excited and grateful to all of you guys who are watching the vlogs. So yeah, there's going to be a coupon code in the description section down below, 25% off through this weekend only, so it'll expire at midnight on Monday, so it's only good through Sunday night. It's always confusing when you talk about midnight, like do you say midnight? I know technically you're supposed to say midnight on Monday because like the day starts at midnight. Anyways, the coupon code is good through the weekend only. I think you guys know what that means. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm getting a heat rash. I have the most sensitive skin in the world. If it's like a little bit too hot, bam, heat rash. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love making these vlogs for you guys. I really hope you're enjoying them. And yeah, I'll see you on Monday with a new vlog. I think what I'm gonna do actually is vlog throughout the weekend of my process of shipping these out and everything so that you guys can see that a little bit too for Monday. So until next time, stay gold.